Alrighty, and we are back and live for Carolina, New Jersey. And Carolina already put one in. Unfortunately, I did not make it back in time. I missed a minute and a half of the game, and it's already 1-0. Take a look here real quick. Scoring for the Carolina Hurricanes. Andrei Svechnikov, assisted by Burns and Blake. Carolina 1-0. Do this real quick and we'll get back into the game here. Boom. Alrighty, so we're 2.25 into the first period. Again, Carolina getting the first goal. So I'm waiting for the replay to come back since I missed it. The mirrors there red in the Devil's ice. Is there a red in the Devil's ice? I'm not going to lie, I don't necessarily understand what you mean. A red in the Devil's ice. A red. Yeah, I need a little clarification on that, races. Doesn't look like a clean one. Oh, okay. Like, I can agree with you on that. It does not look like clean ice. Yeah, it is. It looks bad. Oh, big hit, Carolina. All right, let's get into the roster so I can start remembering some names here. Devils get it up the ice. No go. Carolina just on the other side of their line. And they're back in the Devils zone. Puck sent down low. Oh, and he falls down. Yeah, this is probably going to be a rough bit of game just because this ice looks like trash, and you already saw someone go down behind the net. Carolina controlling in the Devil's zone, and it hits somebody and goes way out. All the way down into the Hurricanes territory. Canes working their way back out. Dump it deep. Carrier chasing it. Goes for the hit, but Devils stopped up and avoided it. Already getting a bunch of big contact. I like it. Devils head up into neutral, but Carolina's going to send it the other way. New Jersey dumps it deep. A little bit of battle. Puck comes out front. Big shot, and Anderson makes the save. Siegenthaler. I don't remember him. I'm not going to lie. And 28. Oh. Timo Meyer, of course. My brain is still locked into the last game. So hopefully these names start flowing back. We're almost 5 minutes in. Burns wins the face-off. Carolina wins the face-off in the zone. Burns ends up with it. Center of the ice. Into Devil zone. Shoots. Goes wide. Down low in the Devil's zone. Carolina takes it, works it up the low wall. Just able to keep it in, but Devils do get it out. Stormed up around the back of the net. Devils up to the low point. He's going to turn and shoot it towards the net. Hits bodies up front. Rebound goes wide. Bad start for Jersey, to put it mildly. Yes, sir, sweet. That is it. Yeah. Like I said, I missed it. I need to see. There we go. The replay finally loaded. That is very rough. How about that last game? Winnipeg goalie getting the boot. Oh, dude. I was talking about it right at the end of the last stream, man. Hellebuck just doing what Hellebuck does. In 13 games, 10 of them he's led up 4 or more goals. It's what happens. But the dude's playing, I think, his 73rd game or some crazy number like that. If you include or maybe a 70th game, roughly, if you include 4 nations. Because he played 63 games in the regular season. And he's tired. And, you know, we'll see. I got to think Comrie, like, Hellebuck burns out in the playoffs every year. The Jets burn out in the first round of the playoffs every year. You know what I mean? So, it's funny. I had a lot of faith in him. And talking to my dad, he was like, I don't think so, man. Like, if you're a student of history, you know damn well the Jets are not going to make it past the first round. And it's definitely in jeopardy. We'll see if they put Comrie in and if he has any easier job than Hellebuck's had. But the Jets got to play good in front of them, and they have not. Like, at all. They had a good couple of offensive zones. Just didn't produce anything. Offensive zone production or possessions just didn't produce anything. All right, Carolina, low point, into the middle. Turn and shoot, hits a skate out front. Devils trying to get it out. Not going to happen. Carolina all the way around to the high wall. Cross the point. Getting it down on the high wall. Tries to get it back up the middle. Tip goes wide. No control. Burns throws it towards the net. Goes wide. Puck all the way back out. Carolina's going to reset. Everybody goes for a change. Hamilton gets it into neutral. But Carolina turns it right back up the other way. Puck down low. Decent little hit. Carolina trips over themselves. Great play from his back to get the puck to the point. Shot. Hits bodies up front. Carolina keeping it in. But it's going right into the glove of Markstrom. Face off in the Devil's zone. I'm missing my water. Give me a second. So far, I haven't even seen the announcing of me. Right. Yeah, I just nothing yet. This should have been announced by now. So just for whatever reason, set a different standard. Just get, I don't know if it's because it's Chuck or Panther. All right. Oof. So, what we got? While we're waiting for a commercial, shots are 6-on-3 Carolina. We got 11:41 to go in the first. 4 hits for Carolina, 0 for New Jersey. Both have 3 block shots, and the Devils have 6 giveaways to Carolina's 0. Take a look at the last game. Take a look at some stats that helped New Jersey win it. The 33 blocked shots is what helped New Jersey win it. They had 13 giveaways, 8 takeaways. Carolina had 10 giveaways, 4 takeaways. His were 43-39, so both teams were playing physical. Penalties did make a huge difference. Carolina went 0 for 5. New Jersey went 0 for 5, and Carolina went 2 for 4. So the only reason it went in overtime was because Carolina had 2 power play goals. And I said, that's not going to happen this time. Carolina will have at least one 5-on-5. And if the Devils mess up, they are going to give up power play goals. And they are not going to be able to win going 0 for 5. So far, half of that prediction's come right. Yeah, so 33 block shots for New Jersey last time. That's what saved them and got them into overtime, because everything else for New Jersey looked horrible on paper. We got some trash talking happening. Svechnikov running his mouth to Meyer real quick. Looked like he was calling, he was doing this, making fun of Meyer, so leave that to interpretation. 11:14 to go in the first. Oh, yeah, that was Markstrom going back and poking at people with his stick. Devils win the face-off to the right of Markstrom. Get it out, but not far. Canes, get it in deep, low corner. Good pressure from the Canes. Puck still down low, trying to get it out front. They get it to the low point. Throwing it down. Tip goes well wide. Little battle for the puck in the high corner. Still in the Devil's zone. Canes. Low point. High point. Throwing it down low. Hits bodies way out high. Rebound. Hits bodies out in front. Puck still dangerously close to the net. Now up at the high wall. Little bit of a battle. Everyone was getting involved. Devils not able to get it out. A great stick. Puck going back the other way. Tough angle shot, and he scores! Holy cow, that was insane. Who is that? Slavin. Slavin. I mean, unreal turnover at the point. No idea how he doesn't go hard off the wall and not even put it near his stick. No idea why he waits that long. But Slavin makes an insane stop. Gets down below the low circle and scores on the hard angle against Markstrom. What an impressive goal. And Nosen, no idea what he was saying. Or, sorry, what he was thinking, what he was doing. Because that was just bad decisions. Ooh, big hit down low for Carolina. Who was that? Was that Slavin again? No, that was Orlov dropping bodies. Scoring! for the Carolina Hurricanes, Jacob Slavin. Oh, shit. Oh. Feel like my keyboard's about to die. Carolina is... I mean, they're controlling the game. I had a feeling they would. So they're kind of doing exactly what I expected. It's the Devils that have come out very disappointingly. And, like, don't get me wrong. It's something I've said often. Carolina looks good. But the Devils are helping them look really good right now. I was going to be crying their way home. Yeah, no, this is... All right, hang on. Why is this not charging? There we go. Tell you what, let's do this instead. We'll do this instead. Hang on. There we go. All right. Sorry, let's get back in here now that we got the keyboard plugged in. Puck into neutral. Carolina just kind of playing catch with it. Sending the puck deep. Devils get it out. And it looks like cameraman sitting there. I'm sitting there looking for the puck, like what's happening right now? Everybody's changing, and then the camera suddenly pans all the way back to the other end of the ice. Ooh, went for a hit but missed, working his way up, hard angle, wraparound, big stop. Kokaniemi gets it to the low point. Orlov looking, shoots, goes wide of the net. And the puck goes all the way back. No icing. Orlov from his own zone. Gets it all the way up the ice. Tipped in. Devils behind their own net. Devils get it in. Ends up on Anderson, who sends it around. Eventually tipped out. Devils back into the Carolina zone. Met at the blue line. Gotta wait for the clear. They make a play across neutral. Dump in. Everybody going for a change. Orlov down low. Pitches it up high. And it goes past everybody. Devils charging in. He's got a little bit of speed. Back to the point shot. Anderson makes the save. Ends up on his back. That is going to be a replay for the ages. I want to see that again. Devils get the puck back in their own zone. Looking for somewhere to go. Puck to Hischer. Across the red line. Into the zone. Good pressure by the Devils. Knocks the puck away. Or sorry, Carolina knocks the puck away. Anderson's going to cover it up and freeze it. Let's get a replay of that save. And I guess we'll do that after the commercial. Okay. All right. It's interesting. We seem to be having a little bit of a replay of the Avalanche Stars game from last night. Just Devils not doing much. Shots are 7-3 Carolina. Face-off win percentage is 63.6% to Carolina. If it stays like that, it goes from Devils losing to Devils getting whooped. Dropping this. Yeah, Carolina win this. Absolutely sweet. 100%. 100%. The hits are 8-1 Carolina. Like, what is New Jersey doing? And the Devils have 7 giveaways. What are the Devils doing? They're not playing the same game they played 2 nights ago, that's for sure. All right, we're back from commercial break. Face off to the left of Anderson. Puck gets sent up and out. Devils bring it right back in, but that's offsides. Nope. Carolina's pissed. They're going to go beat his ass. The crowd's going to be upset. That was offsides without, like, if I was Anderson, I'd have skated away from the net. That was offsides. There is no way you didn't think that was offsides. I'm not going to be surprised that they go for an unsportsmanlike. Oh, and it's Cody Glass. Okay, so it's funny. I only thought he would get an unsportsmanlike because Carlson got one for not hearing the whistle and doing something like that. But he took that shot as the whistle was blown. That should have been blown dead way. Well, no, because they waited for him to touch it, I guess. But I feel like it should have been. They were waiting to see if Glass touched it first, so never mind. I no penalty. It was a little bit of a late whistle, but I understand Cody getting his ass beat a little bit. So get it from both sides. But I mean, it was offsides by about 15 feet. So you can't get too mad about it. Yeah, that should have been blown dead a little bit faster. But we stay at 2-0. I said, good shot, Cody, but you deserve to get your ass beat there, and it doesn't count. Puck all the way across to the low point. High wall. Oh, he sends it deep. Again, the cameraman is dropping the ball. He's whoop. Devils into the Carolina zone. Stopped right past the blue line. Canes 1-on-3 gets his gets his ass kicked, and Devils go back the other way. He's sure back to Hamilton. Hamilton gets it deep, battling for it on the low wall, all the way back to the high point. Devils controlling. Fucking the low boards. Devils kind of have it, but they lose it to the Canes, and that's going to be a tripping. The ref was... Okay, the ref out high called it. Devils still controlling. Delayed penalty. Bratt kicks it forward into the zone. Devils, Hamilton. Oh, big shot from the center. And Carolina shuts it down as that went off the glass. All right. This is going to deter. This right here, in my opinion, determines the rest of the game. If New Jersey doesn't have to score, but they need to have constant threats all the way out, all the way through the next 2 minutes. We have 3:57 to go in the first, so we get a full power play from New Jersey before we go into the first intermission. It would be huge if they score. They don't need to score. They need to just flat out attack, shift the ice during the power play. Hopefully, I mean, I say hopefully if you're New Jersey or a New Jersey fan, hopefully they do score. If not, they hold the energy through the power. They do good through the power play, hold the energy all the way through to the end of the period. That'll give them a little bit of breath coming out in the second period at home. That is best case scenario. Like best case scenario, they score, and we potentially have a new game on our hands. But right below that is spending the next 4 minutes in the Carolina zone just attacking. And if you don't beat Anderson, you beat him down a little bit. And then see how, again, you can still, New Jersey can still shift the ice in their favor that little bit. Because it's completely tilted right now, but then you have a power play. We're flattening out a little bit. So, but again, New Jersey went 0 for 5 last game. No, neither. Both teams went 0 for 3 in game 2. And Carolina went 0 for 3. Devils don't have a power play goal. I don't think. Now, I'm trying to look at some stats real quick because I want to make sure I'm right about this. Yeah, and this is game 4. So the Devils do not have a power play goal in this series. 40 seconds gone in the Devils' power play, resetting from their own zone. Bratt, cross neutral, holds up, puck into the zone. Meyer gets tripped. How is that not a penalty? How is that not a penalty? Unreal shot. Pad save by Anderson. Oh, the Devils have some complaints. We should have a minute-long 5-on-3 right now. Unbelievable missed call. Carolina coming across into the zone. Big hit. Little stumbling hit as he passes the puck in. Didn't really look like that was on purpose. Under 30 seconds to go in the Devils' power play. Puck gets down in the low corner, battling for it. Both sides. Carolina gets it out. It ends up towards the net, up to the high point. Low point. Tatar looking. All the way down low. Low board. Big shot from the center goes wide and sent all the way back. Good movement. Like, Devils are definitely getting the puck around, but they are struggling to get it on net. And we are back to full strength. What a fast 2 minutes that was. Battle in the high corner of the Hurricane zone. Again, that should have been a minute-long 5-on-3. It is insane. Followed by another minute-long 5-on-4. It is insane that they missed that tripping call. Kane's in. Looking. Shoots. Off the post. Puck to the low boards. That was Hall. Ooh, big shot from the middle. Doesn't connect. Oh, hang on. That's on me. I missed a text message. I was just thinking I am starving and I get a call with a gift. All right, minute left in the first period. New Jersey comes away with the puck after the face-off in their zone. Cannot get it out. Carolina dumps it deep. Nope, sorry. New Jersey cut it off as Carolina tried to dump it deep. Why'd they call it dead? It was a delayed offside. Puck went dead. I don't know why they called it dead. But, all right. All right, where is it? 49 seconds left. Let's get the timer ready while that's coming back. Don't expect much to be happening here. Puck all the way down in Carolina zone. Burns pitches it out. Tipped. And we got a penalty. 31 seconds. We got an interference penalty, I believe, on New Jersey. It is on Hamilton. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't have called that an interference. I'd have called that a boarding or a cross check, but the puck was right there. "31 seconds on the clock. 2 minutes on the power play. Carolina, again, doing much better than the Devils on the power play. Carolina controlling. Tries to kick it up the high wall. Devils are going to get it cleared. And with 10 seconds, I would not expect much, but let's see if Carolina kicks it into gear. They do, but man gets bowled over. And Carolina sends it back. Or New Jersey sends it back. Man, I am doing absolutely horrible about keeping all the names straight. I know, and I apologize. A lot of hockey going on. We'll take a couple of minutes and fish. Waiting for some food. Need Nico for one more shot on goal for 900. No shit, Demi. Pull it off, brother. I need you to pull this off, okay? No. That's like damn near a guarantee, bro. Not saying it is, saying damn near. You got 40 minutes for that to happen. Shots are 8-4 Carolina. One penalty on each side. We'll see how Carolina does when they come back. 30 seconds. They didn't really get set up too well, so can't really know what to expect. They're doing a little bit better in the sense of, or doing a little bit better on their power plays, a lot better. New Jersey just keeps getting shut down when they have an extra man. But definitely, like I said, we'll see how New Jersey responds to a minute and a half. I see Carolina scoring. I see it being 3-0 within a minute of the start of the second period. So I wasn't quite expecting 2-0 after the first, but I was expecting the game to look how it does. Had it for 2 on goal in the first, 1 in the first. Period is comfortable. Okay, I got to read that better. Yeah, had him for 2 shots on goal. 1 in the first period is comfortable. Okay, got it. Man, I am struggling today. Like, I know I struggle most days, but good Lord, I am struggling today. Maybe getting some food will work out. Got some panda on the way. But yeah, I see him. I see it working out. Devils did good the other game. I wonder what was the change. To be honest, they got lucky. Because I looked at the last game, and the Devils were 0 for 5 on the power play. Or no, it's not even that they got lucky. They blocked shots. It was all blocked shots. I forgot that I looked at that too. Because the Devils went 0 for 5 on the power play. Oh, hang on. Devils went 0 for 5 on the power play. Carolina went 2 for 4. Right? So they kind of they played hard in overtime, but they kind of got lucky because Carolina didn't score a 5-on-5 goal. And it really was, oh, whoops, that's the wrong one in the wrong place. And Carolina went 2 for 4. So it was big to stay out of the box this time for New Jersey. Don't let up a power play goal because Carolina will score a 5-on-5 goal. I didn't expect it to happen immediately, but they did. Right? So, also at the end of the game, damn it, I keep doing that. The Devils had 33 block shots. Right? So block shots were huge in the last game. But like I was saying earlier, the Devils are not going to be able to go 0 for 5 on power plays and win the game. It's just that's not something you can continue to do, and they're already 0 for 2. Oh, whoops, I hooked something and I let it go. Woo. Easy there, big fish. But like hits are 12-9. Carolina. Last game the total was like 43-39 New Jersey. So New Jersey's not hitting the way they were. They already have 10 block shots, so they're on pace with the block shots, but 2 got through. You know what I mean? Really curious to see the Devils' response, though, because I don't expect much. I really don't expect the Devils to do anything different except possibly end up in the box more. Trying to think. I mean, 9 giveaways, dude. The Devils have 9 giveaways in the first period. Like they're kind of playing exactly like I expected them to play, which is not great. I knew Carolina would be pissed. They'd be coming out hot, and that's exactly what they did. I didn't expect like they'd be so hot that they get a goal in the first minute, but I expected them to come out swinging, come out fast, and they did. And I expected the Devils to kind of do what they did. Like they don't really have much in them to go 2 games in a row all out. They're bruised and beat up and tired. I said earlier in the series when Carolina was up 2-0, like Carolina looks good against the Devils. The only problem is that they look good against the Devils because the Devils look like trash. Markstrom's doing his best back there, but they don't even in the win. Like I said, you look at the stats in the win, the block shots is what saved them because they were giving the puck away. They gave like 4 penalties, 2 power play goals. They were 0 for 5. Everything about it says Carolina wins that game, except for the block shots. That was it. But now 2 have gotten through, so we'll see what happens from here. I expect this to end up looking, 4-0, 5-0, just like Colorado and Dallas last night. Because it looks the same. It looks like you have one team that is better than the other. Everybody looks good against mediocre teams. Exactly. Like, there are some teams like the Golden Knights who have a problem where they play down to their competition. Like, they think, oh, it's going to be easy, so we'll play crappy. Like, we don't have to be on our game. And then the Knights lose, and it's embarrassing. But, like, Carolina is definitely the better team, but like you say, it's against like I don't even have an example. That's like saying the Kansas City Chiefs are better than the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, well, yeah, of course they are. But we got 2 hours till the game that I'm really looking forward to. Like, I want to see Edmonton, LA, but I am really, really looking forward to Washington, Montreal. Like, you want to talk about fireworks. There were fireworks last game, but there's going to be chaos this game. I just know it. And it's 100% invited by Montreal. Again, it's like Anderson. You really want to go Anderson for Montreal is the kind of guy that would see a bear in the woods and flick it on the nose. So he decided, you know what? Tom Wilson ain't been pissed off enough. Let me go at him. And he found out why you don't do that. And what happened is exactly what happened. They both got fined $5,000. It is what it is. No other punishment, anything like that. Now, I keep looking to see if Kachuk got suspended, but I haven't seen it, which is some bullshit. Oh, damn. I gotta turn my... Okay. We'll take my phone off of mute. Let's take another look, see if there's any Kachuk news. Because, like, I don't think Kachuk... Here, okay, here's how I'll put it. Kachuk should not be suspended for that hit. However, Hagel for Tampa was suspended for the exact same hit. Therefore, Kachuk should be suspended for that hit. Hagel hit Barkov late. It should have been a fine. Got the penalty. It should have been a fine. I don't think you want to maintain control of the game, you give them the 5-minute major, fine. Or not a 5-minute major, but like a misconduct. Whatever. But both hits were exactly the same. Puck was way past. It was a cheap shot, super late hit from the blind side. Absolutely a penalty. Absolutely should come with a fine. Again, if you want to argue misconduct, 5 or 10, whatever, I don't really care. I won't argue against it. It is what it is. But to suspend Hagel and then not suspend Kachuk is like, that is not right. And if I'm irritated about it, and I could give a shit less between Tampa and Florida. To be honest, I'm probably pulling for Florida more so just because I was a Florida fan back in like the 90s when I originally found hockey. But yeah, to not suspend Kachuk for the exact same hit, that's something that can't happen. Plain and simple. You can't do that. But that's exactly what they're doing. So what the hell do I know, right? But like I said, let's see what else going on. Edmonton, LA. Kings are going to lose in Edmonton tonight. I absolutely have that feeling. Hang on one sec. It's hard to win in LA. Or sorry, in LA. It's hard to win in Edmonton. Mainly, like, y'all can say what you want. Edmonton gets away with murder. And it's worse when they're in their home arena. And I will argue that all the way through. What we got? All right. Couple more casts and we're back in for the second period. I ain't gonna lie, man. All I need is a little bit of bourbon or cold beer right now, and I'm good. Playoff hockey and a little bit of virtual fishing. Fishing without having to load the truck up, get out there nice and early. Like, the hard thing about Vegas is it gets so hot during the summer that you have to go late, like midnight, or you got to get out there at least before the sun comes up because everything goes deep, deep. And unless you're out on the boat, like if you're fishing from the shore, it gets tough. Like Willow Beach is kind of nice as long as you got a decent weight that lets you cast out off the bank. You're fine. Come on, you bastard. But yeah, it just gets so hot. All the fish go into the deep water. Nice. 2.5. All right. We'll wrap it up and get back in. 76. Well, that makes it 33. Boom. Got some tequila and blueberry lemonade. Demi, that sounds fantastic. Good Lord, that sounds good. I've been wanting to meet up with my buddy across the train tracks. Like he lives like right there, but I haven't seen him in a while. And the last time we were drinking tequila, I woke up with bruises all over my leg. Apparently, I fell over riding the bike home, which makes sense. But that actually, especially like it's a chilly day, so not as much, but it's been in the 80s, and that sounds like a perfect 80-degree, 90-degree drink. Secret's never been fishing. Honestly, dude, I've met a lot of people that never been fishing. It's some people love it, some people hate it. I'm a big fan, but that comes from my dad. Like living in Florida, there's places to fish everywhere. You can literally pull off the side of the road and pitch into a lake or a creek. And so that's what we would do all the time. And like my dad kept his two piece and my two piece rod in the back of his truck. And while we were driving somewhere, we had 30 minutes to kill. We just pull off on the side of the road and go fishing. Always have a good time. It's good. Always. It's never my favorite morning, but the night before is or the night during is always good. All right, for some reason the camera is hyper focused on three people in the crowd. All right, there we go. Man, these cameramen always know how to find the winners, don't they? Anyway. Most overrated city for fishing in the U.S.? I can't tell you because I haven't done enough fishing across the U.S. Um, I've fished in Florida, Carolinas, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, and that's it. That's or some fished at. Yeah, I really can't say. I don't honestly I just don't know enough people that like fishing to have that conversation. And I haven't fished in enough places. Like fishing in Nevada pretty shitty. Um like it's good enough for meditation, but I like in Vegas out of Lake Mead or oh, big shot and it goes in. Carolina scores on the power play, and your boy calls it again. 3-0 Carolina. 42 seconds into the second period. But yeah, like fishing on at Willow Beach off the Colorado River is cool, but it's not great fishing. I don't trust the water out here. Arizona is really the same way. It's fine to enjoy and like take the kids or go on a date or just go chill out, but it's not great fishing, but it'll get you by. I love fishing in Florida. You can go anywhere and have fun fishing. um Utah is very similar to Nevada and Arizona. So yeah, I really don't have enough knowledge to give you an opinion on that. Puck in the low boards in the New Jersey zone. Comes to the net. Markstrom makes the save. Puck still loose. And finally, they are going to blow the whistle as Markstrom gloves it. Dude, I've got to replace this lid. because I swear it leaks right underneath. I know how to take a drink without spilling on myself. I swear on everything. I know how to drink from a cup. I promise. But I cannot help but pour water when I go to take a drink from that freaking cup. And I swear it's because there's a leak in the seal. Anyway, yeah, no, this game's over. Oh, devil shoot. Stopped out high. Oh, I just realized I'm not full screened. I am doing well. Professional show over here. All right, Carolina delayed offside. Jersey resetting. Puck dump deep. Okay. I don't want to leave this, but since this game's basically over already, I'm going to take a minute and go grab my food. All righty, see, I knew I was going to miss something. I knew it. I wanted to grab my food, though, so I'm going to be embarrassingly stuffing my face for a couple of minutes because I am starving. But we've got a Carolina goal. They're scoring. Oh, wait, so you got your Demi, are you still in here, buddy? Did you get your bet since Hischer got that goal? Tell you what, I'm gonna leave it open. The timer. I'm still here, but I just need a minute. I thought so, Demi. Big time right there, brother. Big time. Well, that was his goal. Yeah, it was, Demi. You got it, bro. And Swede, you're 100% right, man. It doesn't matter. I still think this is over. Carolina will get at least one more power play, which will lead to a goal. Burns with a broken stick. Carolina or Devils put it on net. That was close. I don't know if he got pushed into Anderson, but that was close. Yo, what up, Reflex? Sorry, I'm stuffing my face. So I'm going to go back and forth between camera and no camera. Dude, that 100% should have been goalie interference. 100%. Why was that not immediately a goaltender interference? The guy, the ref's looking right at him. I don't understand why that wasn't immediately a penalty. Is he trying to argue that he got pushed in? Because there's no way. The ref had a great angle to see it, and there is no way he thought he was pushed in. This is huge. We have another goalie injury in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and the refs have absolutely abandoned their job. That is obnoxious. But Kochetkov getting geared up as he goes in. I must be watching a Devil's feed because they are trying to say that Timo Meyer did nothing wrong right there, and I could not agree less. I cannot disagree more. All right, let me stuff a couple more bites. Now they're looking at a 5 minute just so they can review it. This is obnoxious how it works right now. The only reason they're calling it a 5 minute major is because nobody called the penalty, which he's looking right at it. He has no business not calling that penalty. But rather than the referees doing their job, they got together, call a 5 minute major so that they can review it, and then they'll come back and say 2 minute goaltender interference. Technology has ruined officiating in professional sports because the officials don't have to do their job anymore. They can do this. They can call a bullshit 5 minute, which it has nothing. This should not be a 5 minute. It is no way. It is possibly a 5 minute. It is a 2 minute, but everybody's complaining and they didn't want to call it. So, hey, Coastal Hockey, shout out to you, man. I mean, if that's how you feel. I say I don't like the bullshit. I don't like the bullshit. And Meyer went hard into Anderson, and no shit. No penalty on the play. Okay. Good for you. I really just don't get the point of people like you coming in here and saying shit like that. But hey, man, if that's how you want to spend your day, it makes a lot more sense why you're happy Anderson's hurt. But, we'll just make it easy. And refresh that. No, I appreciate you demonized. I just went ahead and got rid of it. It's funny with trolls and stuff. I'm usually willing to see how it goes, but stuff like that, you know, it is what it is. For him to say that he's happy Anderson is hurt, it was like, okay, what's going on there? And then for him to say that, it's like, all right, whatever. I don't have time for it. But I appreciate you, demonized. Officiating has ruined a lot of sports, Demi. 100%. It's hard to watch. Like, I can't watch basketball ever. I can't watch football anymore. It's hard to watch. It's even getting hard to watch the like UFC and boxing and stuff, considering what the judges call. Officiating has ruined a lot of sports, and it's technology that did it. The refs can rely so heavily on technology now that they don't have to do their job. Bobby, hey, welcome back in, friend. All right, Devils. I still can't believe that wasn't a penalty, though. That's wild to me. That parties, he's actually happy. Appreciate you doing the stream. Hey, you're right, demonized. And like I said, that's why we get rid of them. We just don't have time for that. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. It makes it fun to do the stream. So again, cheers, buddy. I appreciate you. All right, Carolina gets pushed back, but they're going to send it up, and Devils from their own zone go right back out. Bird swinging a miss. Brack gets into the zone on the low wall. Devils have a chance to set up. Cross the middle, and they miss the connection. Carolina, steam ahead. No go on the shot. Who was that? Is that Aho that just missed? Bobby, I'm good. How you doing? Oh, it's Jarvis that went up high. All right, commercial break. I'm still. No, Bobby. Right now, the series is 2-1 Carolina. So we will go to game 5. And we will go back to Carolina for game 5. Demi, are you joking? NBA refs make 200 to 500 a year to do what? Because they don't officiate the basketball game. Sorry. Should be good for a few minutes. It's hard to pass up a bunch of orange chicken and rice. Especially when I haven't had it in a while and I am starving. Carolina coating the Emmy. Goes high up over the net. Devils fighting puck in the neutral zone. Carolina goes across. Cutting up the low circle. Goes back behind the net. Big pressure by the Devils. Separates them from the puck. 71's going at it. It was that Hall and Schlegenthaler. What a name. Yeah, right? Puck all the way back into the Carolina zone. Chatfield back. Leaves it. Who we got coming out? Back to Chatfield. Uh-oh, puck all the way back. Meyer has it in the zone. I had a hit. Hischer streaking. Not able to get the puck up his way. Dude, it's funny. I know I should do better. Like, if I get it, I should do like teriyaki chicken. With the rice, like a regular white rice, not the chow mein, all that stuff. Like, I should be doing better, but man, fried orange chicken is like crack, brother. Holy shit, the Devils just scored off of the face-off. I'm sitting here just shooting the shit thinking we got a minute. And the Devils say no right off the face-off. And again, Anderson being out immediately comes in to haunt Carolina. The fact that so Meyer takes out the starting goalie and then gets the score. Is that what happened? Yep, Meyer turns and shoots, and he beats Kochetkov. Oh, I did that wrong. Nope, I did that right. Crazy what happens when you eliminate the starting goalie. Scoring for the New Jersey Devils, Timo Meyer. See, it hurts more when I got to do that for Edmonton than anybody else, so I can deal with it. 12:19 to go in the second. And like I said, I was 100% in line with New Jersey does not come back from this. And then Timo Meyer takes out Anderson. And now you have the second string goalie for the Canes, which that's why I'm very excited to see. I haven't heard any news about Logan Thompson or Montembeault. So I'm expecting Dobies and whatever his name was, Dobis, and Lindgren to be in, which means that's going to be a 38-17 game. Oh, big time. Also, Kochetkov struggled big time the last month for Carolina. He is super shaky out. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, Carolina's in trouble with Anderson out. He has played very, very well. And now you're coming in cold halfway through the game. Oof. Let's go Devils. Hey, get it, Bobby. They could come back, man. And this is a huge, huge moment for this series was Anderson going out. If he stays out, uh-oh. I said it's just like Montreal, Washington. You know, while this is going on, I'm going to see what news I can try and find out about LT and Montembeault. Oh, big news for Washington. Logan Thompson was on the ice for morning skate in Montreal. Big time. Big time for Washington and for Logan Thompson. Uh Devils in, throwing it across. Puck on net. Kochetkov gets that one. So I'm looking for Montembeau right now. Yeah, so it looks like Montembeau's going to be out for Montreal. Dobis has a little bit like he came in confident. He was acting a little cocky. I think he might have a little bit of an ego issue, which will be interesting to see because if he comes in as like almost arrogant as he did, it'll be interesting to see. Only reason the last game wasn't a New Jersey blowout. Yes, Devils will come back and win 100% demonized. So it's going to be big to see because if New Jersey wins now and Anderson's okay to come back in a couple days, like that's why I went and checked Logan Thompson and Montembeau. Like Capitals are getting Logan Thompson back. That's huge. Canadians are not getting Montembeau back. That's huge. So it could go either way for Anderson right now because it didn't look like it was the worst hit in the world, but he got popped. So depending on what's hurt, he skated off on his own power. Hopefully it's not a concussion. Hopefully he's good to go next game because if he is, then okay, reset, back in Carolina. Series is 2-2. You got your number one goalie back. Otherwise, I mean, Kochetkov looks solid already. He just made a good stop right there. But otherwise, yeah, Carolina's in trouble. Kokoniemi into the zone. He backhands it ahead behind the Devils' net. Up on top of the high circle. Puck bounces wide. Devils get it cleared. But right back in by Carolina as Markstrom slows it down. 9.5 to go in the second period. Score 3-2 Carolina. Shots are 13 apiece. It's almost all season after our operation is prone to injuries. Yeah. Dude, that's what sucks about most of the good goalies. Like, for us, you know, even though LT's in Washington now, LT was like that. Aiden Hill got injured. Anderson is prone to injury. That's how, like Skinner got hurt. Quick kind of slowed down in his career because he got prone to injury. Like a lot of shit. A lot of guys getting just dealing with it's discovered a couple of good goalies, but a lot of guys dealing with injuries, making it really tough. You know, I can't. I'm trying to stay away from the food, but since we're on a commercial, get another fix. Sorry about that. So definitely, I try not to eat on here, but the last couple days we've been here all the way through from for the most part, so been a little bit tougher. Oh, excuse me. All right. Oh, where are we at? 9:15 to go. Caps Canadians at 3:30. Huh. Think it's going to be tonight's going to be a really big game for Montreal Montreal. Really going to define the series. I'm very interested in finding out. Like I said, I can't. From what I see, Montembeault is done. So, as good as this game has been, I'm counting down to that one because I'm thinking both sides are going to beat the shit out of each other, and I love physical hockey. A great game, eh, boy? Oh yeah, Veggies. All 4 games today. I had a sneaking suspicion would be good. Winnipeg St. Louis ended up not being a great game, but bowled over. What a hit down low for Carolina. Was that Martin Hook that dropped that? Good grief, that was a good shot. Chatfield all the way back. Oop, Carolina gets it into the zone on Markstrom. He tosses it up, but kept in. Big shot from the side, and it's saved by Markstrom twice. Markstrom just decides to grab the stick. You gotta like that theory of goaltending. Devils. Not able to keep it in the Carolina zone. I said, if nothing else, this game has been fun. Oh, little, I don't even know what he was trying to do there, but that was Cotter just getting embarrassed, stopped on a dime and dumped to the ground. Hey, man, thanks, Jim. I actually have to watch the game in person. Hell yeah, Demon Eyes. That's awesome, dude. Cheers, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you going after old boy when he decided to be a little uppity. But I'll be around for all the playoff games, man. If you ever want to come back, be happy to see you again. And enjoy the game. Thank you for all the compliments. Go have some fun, man. That's awesome. Very envious. Markstrom ends up with another save off of his left side. That was just a great... Was that Aho that kept it in? It absolutely was. I want to see the hit, though. Mid-Montreal, bud. Got Reds. Nice. Hell yeah. Go Habs, go, bro. I'm on your side with this one. Like I said, good luck. You guys, hopefully Montembeault gets healthy, man. And hopefully Dobes does good. Or does well. Because I like when Washington loses, so I'm all right with it. Puck all the way up the high boards. Down to the high dot. Excuse me. Holy. Sorry about that. Puck goes through neutral. Devils take it off sides. 6:41 to go in the second. 7:30 p.m. game time on Tuesday. Damn it. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. We only have 2 games. So we get to relax just a little bit. Lightning Panthers at 4. Avalanche Stars at 6:30. Dude. Going to the play, like I said, for Demonized, I'm definitely envious. I mean, I've got the playoff towels from 2018 Cup Series for the Knights, but I haven't been since. All right, where's the puck? Going all the way down into the Carolina zone. Meyer wins the race. Puck on net, and Chekhov makes the save. And we have a hook on Carolina Devils going to the power play. 6:01 to go in the second. Down 1 to the Hurricanes. Coach doesn't like it. Orlov doesn't like it. Let's see it. No, that's a hook. I don't know what the disagreement is. I actually have to say that yeah. Meyer on the low boards kicks it up to Hamilton. He throws it down low, goes wide. Chasing it into the corner, sent all the way back around. Timo Meyer has it on the low point. That day I want to come visit and take my girl to the biggest dispensary. Nah. I mean, I've been there, and it's like I'm going to be. Ooh, hang on. Devils get up close, but Kochetkov makes the save. Like, here's the thing. I mean, I can see the draw from a place where it's not legal, but a dispensary is a dispensary. I mean, that's the reality of it. And everyone you go to, you'll find cheap stuff that's not great and super high price stuff that's really, really good quality. There's only so you're getting like everywhere now. At the beginning, it was really cool, but because they had all the different edibles, whether it was like rock candy or gummies or brownies or cookies, they had all the drinks, bunch of different joints, infused stuff. Like they had everything. But now every dispensary has just about everything. So I live out on the edge of town. So there are two that are close to me, one that's like right next to me. And actually a new one just opened that's even closer. But there are a couple that are close to me that have really good deals for what I'm looking for. And I shop by terpenes. So, big shot by New Jersey. Goes off the blocker. Kochetkov doing a good job so far. 40 seconds to go on the Devils' power play. Devils have done pretty well, but remain scoreless on the extra man. Yeah, I go to a couple places that are near me because otherwise I'd have to drive for 20 minutes just to get there, and I can drive for 7 and get to where I want to go, you know. But yeah, the novelty of the biggest wears off pretty quick. But as long as you get what you need, like I said, I'm looking for the best price. I prefer places that include taxes, and having the med card is a big advantage because there's certain places that don't sell med products, which are the higher dosages, and some that do. You know what I mean? So 340. Devils didn't score on the power play again. Like, I know I wasn't overly excited about that situation, talking about anything other than the hockey game, but it's the New Jersey Devils on a power play. They haven't done anything. Should have team stats on here. Yeah, the Devils do not have a power play goal in this series. It's literally pointless to get excited for it. Like, it's absolutely brutal. But Carolina has 30% on the power play. Oh, I got an instrument. Heard Reef is good. What's the best bang for your buck out there? Again, Reef is okay. It's in the mid, like depending on to which reef you go. There's one on the north side of town that is better, but it's way far away and it's not in a great part of town. And then there's one downtown in a really shitty part of town. Now, that doesn't really have an effect on what they sell. It's a matter of what you want to be around. But again, it doesn't come down to which one. Like, get as far away from the strip as you can, because obviously they're going to charge more if they're down close to the strip. So you want to get as far away from the strip as you reasonably can, but you want to get online and find out what you're looking for. Because different places are going to have different deals on different days. It's just like anything else, you know. Sometimes they have a pop-up, and, okay, guys, yeah, but sometimes, like, this place will have a pop-up, and since there's a pop-up there, like, say, Stizzy will come and have a pop-up, which is just people show up and try and get you to buy the Stizzy products. Well, that day, they'll do a 20% sale on Stizzy. So, you know, do you want wax? Do you want flour? Do you want edibles? Do you want something to drink? Do you just want a tincture? Do you want CBD? Do you want a blend? Do you want 50-50? Do you want 2-to-1? Do you want, you know, oh, Jersey keeping the puck alive in the Carolina zone, and Kochetkov makes the stop. Insane turnover leading to a great opportunity. Hischer goes hard into the boards. He's slow to get up. I'll have Stizzy, Raw Garner, Rove in Canada. Okay, not even plug play. Yeah. Now that's the thing. Different spots will have different brands as well. Different places will have different strains from different brands. Like, you really can't say, okay, which one is the best spot? Like, I can tell you which one is the better choice for me, but my opinion doesn't matter for what you're looking for. You know, that's why you get online. Again, you search away from the strip. And my best advice is for edibles, learn what brands you got to try a couple and learn what brands you like. And when it comes to smoke, learn your terpenes and your percentages. So, like, I like over 20% with a combination of at least like 5 or 6 or higher milligrams of myrcene, 5, 6 or higher milligrams of limonene. And I like, you know, there's no need to pay more than like $20 an eighth. So that's what I typically look for. You know, I don't smoke the way that I used to. I used to spend hundreds of dollars a week. And then I would go for the best stuff, the most stuff, whatever. Oh, yeah, we got an interference on New Jersey. I don't know who it was. Just put Martin Hook through the ice all the way to the boards. And he's not happy about it, so I kind of want to see what the contact looked like. I mean, it was definitely interference. I have no idea what he's bitching about. And, okay, this is... Shame on New Jersey for having these clowns as commentators. And we got an offsides on Carolina. But, dude, fine, it's a New Jersey feed. I get it. I do not like these commentators whatsoever. Carolina gets the puck into the zone. I mean, it was blatantly interference, so I don't know what the argument was. Just gets taken down right there. Devils trying to get it out, and they do, all the way back to Kochetkov. Wanted to call him Anderson, but Anderson is out. Carolina coming in. Kicking to the low wall. Aho goes to the point. Back to Aho. Cycling up high, back down low, back to Aho. Top of the low circle, bottom of the low circle, back to Aho. Jesus. Go somewhere else with the puck. Aho finally goes high point. Down to the high circle. Cycling back up to the top, back to the high circle, back to the point. Low circle. Takes it to the point. Gosh to be here. Throws it down to Aho. Down lower again. Gosh to be here. Slings it to the high dot. And Markstrom makes the save. Takes it into OT. I'm curious, Demi. It's funny. I'm sitting here getting excited like it's the third period. I didn't realize it was the second period. But I do not plan on taking a break at between the end of this game and the start of Washington and Montreal. So I am going to take the typical intermission break here, get the rest of this food back in the kitchen. Oh, the stoner talk. Hey, brother, it's all good. You're asking questions. For the most part, I'm answering. I got you, dude. Like I said, it's just like anything else. My opinion, like, for specific questions on specific thing, I can give you an opinion. For as a general, for what you're asking about, all I can tell you is where to get the information that you're looking for, and you have to choose your own thing. You know what I mean? Kokaniemi takes it to the low point, kicks it up to Burns. All the way across the point. Back to even strength. Big shot. Markstrom makes the save. And we got 40 seconds to go in the second period. Carolina over New Jersey 3-2 as New Jersey kills the power play. Shots are 20-17 Hurricanes. Oh. Cody Glass wins the faceoff, my boy. That should have been an interference. Dude, Cody Glass is getting away with a lot, and Burns just comes over and checks his ass to the ice. And then, who was that trying to come over and do something? Was that Dumoulin? Dude, Cody Glass went after. Who is that? Went after Stahl. Cody Glass interfered with Stahl. So Stahl went over and checked Glass and put his ass to the ice. Then Dumoulin went over to give Stahl shit, and Stahl put his ass on the ground. He absolutely should have done that. But then Dumoulin comes over and Stahl just puts his ass out, dude. That was great. That was a who the hell do you think you are type of moment. And I loved it. I'm here for it. Ten seconds. Carolina on net. Stopped out. Carolina can get one more shot. They don't. Devils can go back. One. And he slips. He doesn't get the shot on Kochetkov. Damn. 3-2 suddenly. After a 3-0 lead by Carolina. Again, the big difference. Anderson gets taken out by Timo Meier. It is reviewed. It is called no penalty. Kochetkov comes in, lets up two. Oof. Oh, I'm sorry. Anderson did give up the first one. Anderson gave up the first one. Yeah, hey, Demi, I did the same thing, bro. Don't even trip. I legitimately did the same thing. So it's all good. But as of right now, Carolina is in some pretty big trouble. And the fact that we've got uh the fact that Anderson is out is like beyond huge. I mean, when you look at the two goalies that came out yesterday, you look at LT and Montembeault. That stayed pretty flat. Lindgren, you got a little trust in. Dobis, whatever his name is. I don't know anybody's opinion on that dude, but he looked fine. He was a little cocky, a little arrogant, which may end up being a good thing for a goalie, but he did fine. But with this, Anderson is much better than Kachekov. You know, look at like Ottinger got pulled yesterday. The Smith went in. Okay. Hellebuck got pulled. Comrie went in. Okay. But to have Anderson come out and Kachekov go in, that is danger zone for Carolina. And right now, he's already given up one. So I still can't believe that was reviewed and decided it wasn't a penalty in any way. I mean, he went in hard. He went in hard to Anderson. I don't get it. But then again, it's NHL officiating. What else is there to say? You know what I mean? Unfortunate trash. All right, tell you what, I'm gonna pull. I was gonna take some time, but we'll wait. You know what? Actually, I can't because I do have to get the food out of here. Shit. Grab a snack, grab a drink, hit the head. More jokes about this, but my brain's just completely done. We're only on game 2, and I'm already mush mouthing it and just going brain dead. We still got an hour until we're live in Montreal. So we'll do the same thing we did this morning. We're gonna hop off at well, actually, we should be able to get all the way through this game. Because I'm willing to bet. Let me check real quick. I want to make sure before we get out of here for the intermission. TBS True Max, TBS True Max. So, yeah, the game for Capitals and Canadians will not start until this game's over. So, once this game's over, we'll end the stream, start up the new one for the Caps and Canadians, and go right back at it. And since we're going to do that, I am going to take a couple minutes, get this food out of here. I know most of the other streamers get gross stacking trash, but ugh. So, I'll be back in a few minutes. Timer's up. We'll see you when we get there. Alrighty, y'all. We're back a couple minutes early. Still got about 4 minutes to go on the intermission before the start of the third period. I am curious to see how this is going to go. Because, again, I thought Kochetkov gave up 2, but he only gave up 1. First one was given up by Anderson. So already that's a little bit better than I originally thought. However, we'll see how Kochetkov holds up for another full 20 minutes. Again, hoping Anderson's okay. It was solid contact. He went back into the net. I'm curious as to what happened because typically you see them favoring one of their legs or holding their arm weird or something's going on, but you didn't see any of that. So I'm wondering if it's potential concussion with Anderson. That would keep him out for a little bit. Or if it's just kind of a shaking up thing, similar to what happened with Logan Thompson, and he'll be back in. That's the thing I'm mostly excited for, and that's a big thing that will go against Montreal tonight. If LT's back in net and Montembeault is not, that'll be something interesting to see. I would definitely put my money on Washington tonight, though. But that's only because I haven't heard anything about Montembeault coming back. Yeah, just this game definitely took a turn, though. New Jersey got a little more pep in their step. It's that first goal definitely has the standard of providing a little bit of hope, and New Jersey capitalized on that. A little bit easier to do when you're at home, so good job on them. Like I said, it's wild. Timo Meier takes out Anderson and then scores on the backup goalie. My opinion, it was a penalty. Obviously, I'm wrong because it was not called a penalty. So, do a little refresh just to make sure we're good on the game. See where we're at on the timer to getting back. Just about a minute to go. We'll go ahead and reset it. So, when we get done with this game, Washington Montreal, I'm sure won't start until this game's over. So, we'll let this game end. We'll be real brief at the wrap up. End it. Go right back into starting alive for Washington and Montreal. So, heads up on that when we get to the end of the third period. Unfortunately, I can't send you guys over there with the raid or something, but we will also be back for Edmonton and LA at 6:30. So that's another game I'm looking forward to. That's the one where I give fair warning that I'll probably be yelling about the officiating throughout the entire thing. But it wasn't the worst thing in the world last time, so maybe we'll be able to get through it. Not a big fan of how games are called in Edmonton. And I'm pretty sure unless you are a Oilers fan, that's pretty easy to agree with. Yeah. So it's as Anderson is not returning to the game. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Right off the bat, we get an icing on New Jersey. Check the stats real quick as we start up the second period. Shots on goal, 19-15, Carolina. Carolina winning 64% of the face-offs, and they're 1 for 2 on the power play, while New Jersey is 0 for 2. Hits are 23-20, Carolina. Block shots are 18-11, New Jersey. Kachekov's going to glove the puck and freeze it. Takeaways are 4-2, Carolina. Shots were tied at 11 through the second. So far, first period making a difference. Or the difference. David Curry, what happened to Anderson? Just got home. Timo Meier went into him pretty hard. And he fell back into the net. Didn't see him babying a leg or couldn't tell how he was holding himself, what was going on. It seemed to be to the head because Meier's hip went straight into his face and he got him pretty good. So not sure what the injury is, but Timo Meier ended up going into him. We got a penalty on New Jersey. Less than a minute into the third period. Hamilton to the box again for a trip on Aho. But, yeah, as of right now, Anderson is not returning to the game. Oh, it's a high stick. I didn't realize that. I thought he hit him down low. Kane should win this. They should, but losing Anderson is huge. Kachekov can absolutely come through. But, found the clip, didn't even get 2 minutes for that. Pretty nuts. I agree 100%. I was up here raving about it. I couldn't believe that there was no 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes for that. It kind of, it irritates me that the refs called a 5 minute so that they could review it because nobody called anything. I went on a rampage about how the refs rely on technology too much, and that's the perfect example. But then they go and review it, and no penalty. And I can't believe there was no penalty. But this is the same NHL that suspended Hagel for an interference on Barkov, and then doesn't seem to be willing to suspend Tkachuk for his interference in yesterday's game. I forgot who he hit. But there, Canes working their way from behind to the front of the net. Pretty good move. That was Blake right there. Trying to shove the backhand in, but Markstrom shuts it down. Face off to the left of Markstrom. Carolina's going to come away with the puck. Aho gets it down low. All the way around to the high point. Midpoint. Low point. Back to the middle. Back to the low. Trying to go down the low wall, and the Devils send it out. Man, like I said, every now and then I like that angle behind the net. Every now and then it makes it really hard to see what the hell's going on. Minute left on the power play. Aho into the Devil zone, sending it all the way around the net. Hischer's there first. Sends it back the other way. And the Devils are going to get it out and all the way down. Chekhov sets it up. Kokaniemi across the line all the way down low into the corner. It's Hall chasing it down. Sends it back up to the point. Burns. Top of the high circle towards the net. Tip does not connect. Puck comes straight out to the middle. Burns again. Blocker save by Markstrom. Burns has to chase it down into his own zone. 10 seconds to go on the Carolina power play. Carolina into the zone. And the puck comes. Oh, yep. Puck came out. That was off. That was not offsides. I'm kind of confused how I must have missed what actually just happened because that looked like he touched it, but he must not have. Puck to the net. Kachekov Does not have to make the save, actually, as the puck doesn't connect across the top of the crease. Battling for the puck in the low corner of the cap zone. Nosen, glass. Oh, and shoved down is Nosen by Chatfield as he chased the puck around the back of the net. Carolina gets in, setting up on the high wall. Big shots. Stopped out high. Orlov takes it from neutral. He dumps it deep. Devils are going to be able to get it out into neutral. Little bit of a bad bounce. But puck comes back in the Devils' favor. They get it deep. Was that Slavin? Yeah, Slavin is just being a bully sometimes. Puck comes back into the Devils' zone. High corner trying to get it up the wall. Devils are going to take it the other way. Puck all the way across. They're in. Swinging it down around the backside of Kochetkov. Hamilton gets a shot from the bottom of the low dot. Okay, Smith, time to take out Markstrom. Oh, that was a big hit by Timo Meier, and then throws a hip at... We got an icing, but what a hit on the low wall. See, take out Markstrom. Who's behind him? Markstrom for Allen. I mean, even though he's given up 3, Gage, I got to go ahead and say keep him in. I trust him over Allen. Oh, shit. What just happened? My feed just cut out. No. All right, we're back. All right, Kochetkov gets the save right at the puck. Sorry about that. Feed cut out. But, oh, Hischer reaching over and throwing a punch over the ref. Typically gets you in a little bit of trouble. I don't think Hischer's going to be facing anything, though. A little bit much, but probably not unnecessary. Or say unwarranted. But here, that was such a big hit by Timo Meier. Getting down to the puck. Who is that? Oh, I couldn't tell who he hit. Yeah, then Hamilton and Hischer kind of start going at it with everybody. That's not a bad idea for the Devils. Like I said, it's every team that's been getting whooped. They need to start going after everything that moves and then picking fights after the whistle. Montreal did it and won. Tampa Bay did it and won. And now the Devils need to start getting under the Hurricane skin a little bit. Good defense, but still, Devils make it all the way to the back wall. Puck going all the way down. Jarvis racing there. Little bit of a hold that, I don't know how to pronounce old boy's name. Was it just Slingenthaler? Is that all it was? Okay. Oh. Kochetkov is doing a really good job right now. I don't know how long it's going to last, but he's doing pretty well. Puck goes up to the high wall. Circling back to the point. Big shot from the middle. Doesn't make it. Battle at the high point. Carolina comes away with it. Barely get it across the red line, and then they get it deep. Devils heading back out the other way. Cross neutral. Cut across, and it's heading back the other way. And we got an icing. Dowling didn't make the line. But we got ourselves a game. Oh, no, that wasn't Dowling that didn't make the line. Hang on a second. That was Hall that didn't make it. I said I've been here for too many hockey games. The names are getting blended in my head. I know that ain't the most fun to listen to me get that wrong all the time, but I do apologize. 13:39 to go in the third. Chatfield takes the puck off the face-off to the high wall. Devils steal it back, trying to get low behind Kochetkov. Carolina gets it back. Canes can't flip it out, though. Damn it. Who was that? Svechnikov kind of whiffed on the out. Puck still makes it down to Markstrom. He plays it up the wall. And Hamilton takes it across the ice. Devils resetting. Kokaniemi throws it across the ice. And they're going to call it offsides. Carrier went crashing in, and Hall decided to make a little juke before he tossed the puck in. So, face off in the neutral zone. Just under 13 minutes to go in the third period. Let's see. Shots are 22-18 Carolina. Canes holding on to the 3-2 lead. Winning just under 60% of faceoffs. Actually having a power play goal. And that's exactly what I said earlier. Again, the game changed as soon as Anderson was taken out. Granted, Kachechov's doing fine. The game changed when Anderson got taken out. However, I was saying the Devils cannot go 0-5 on the power play. They can't continue to not have a power play goal, but allow Carolina to score on their power play and expect to keep winning or get another overtime win. It may work tonight. It worked the other day. It may work again, but you can't keep doing it that way. So either something has to change for the power play in New Jersey. If they get through winning this series without a power play goal, it will honestly blow my mind. So they need to figure out how to score on the power play. They're getting enough chances. Carolina is doing fair enough, sticking right around that 30%. They went 2 for 4 last game. They're 1 for 3 this game. The hits are 25-22. I definitely expected New Jersey to at least live up to the 43 that won in the game last game. Now, granted, that was with overtime, but I'd expect at least that out of New Jersey. 19 block shots for the Devils. Again, a big reason why they stayed in the game was because last time they had 33 block shots. So, it's the 13 giveaways that's really killing them and giving Carolina a power play. Devils break in. Bratt gets tied up as he comes in at Kochetkov. Puck sent around. And we've got a puck out of play off a tip. Bratt got in tight. Hollis talking to the ref. I'm curious as to why. Devils, 11-9 record in Game 4 when trailing 2-1 in a series. So, there is a chance. Face off to the right of Kochetkov. Canes take it. Burns sends it out, but he doesn't get it out. Ended up stopping up way short. Here we go. Big shot misses the net. Martin going wide as he had a step on everybody. All the way back behind Kochetkov. Canes trying to send it up the low wall. Hamilton gets it. Gets it to the top of the low circle. Shot hits a body. All the way up to the high wall. Circling in. He goes to the high corner. Big hit. Carolina able to separate bodies from puck. Uh-oh. Carolina, oh, he had that circle back to the point. He tried to force it past Hamilton. Hamilton making a great defensive play. Pin him against the wall, and the Devils come away with the puck. Destroyed. Again, Canes have no need to press like that. He could have circled back to the top, had plenty of space, faked the move, tried to force it past, and it didn't work. Devils working their way up the low wall. Pesci shoots and it gets deflected, misses the net. Pesci down low to get it. He's making another move and he loses the puck in the low circle. Dude, Pesci has been a pest, man, in the best way. He has been an annoyance for Carolina. Hischer gets it. Pass goes back to Hischer. It's picked off. Not enough on it. Carolina headed back the other way, trying to get it deep. It's going to come around the high boards. Sorry, the low boards, and the Devils. Kokaniemi dropping a hit, but the Devils stay in it and get the pass up and out. Gostabahir gets it up. Into the zone. Hall chasing it down. Kokaniemi gets it on the low boards, falls as he gets it back down to the corner, and the Devils look like they're going to come away with it. Chucking it high into neutral. Carolina ends up sending it back into the Devils zone. There you go. Devils toss it all the way back and around. Carolina, a little bit of a fumble right there by Stankoven. Now Gostabahir under pressure gets it up top. And they're out, headed back the other way. Puck down low. Carolina controlling. Big shot from the point. Slavin gets it back down low. Cotter picks it off on the low dot. Getting out of his own zone. Moving quick. Dumps it deep. Chasing after it. And Cotter threw it out of play. He had it, dude. That was great. Yeah, he's pissed. He took the puck on the high dot in his own zone, made the perfect path. He was skating fast as hell. He gets to neutral, dumps it high, chases it, and it beats everybody by 4 steps. But he chucks it all the way out of play, and now we're facing off in the neutral zone. Shame. Really good game so far, though. A little bit of sloppy hockey. A little bit of, ooh, look at that, it worked out. You know what I mean? Like, oh, crap. Oh, type of reactions a lot of the time. To be honest, nobody's really standing out right now in the way. Like, I'm trying to think through all the plays in my head. Both sides are doing a really good job getting everybody involved. Nobody in particular is really sticking out. You know, like in this situation, keep an eye on Draisaitl. Like against Edmonton, keep your eyes on Draisaitl and McDavid. You know what I mean? With both teams here, you have those guys, but that's not how either team is playing it. Like everybody's involved. Everybody's trying to get the puck moving around. Both sides need some more shots. Shots are 22-19, and we got just over 9 minutes to go in the third period. So both sides need to start getting shots to the net. In this period, there have been 7 shots total. Let's look at block shots real quick, because I know they're fairly reasonable. 19 and 15. So bunch of block shots, but a bunch of them. They got to have 60, 65, 70 shot attempts aside. They have all been trying to swing the puck low, but they're hitting bodies out front. They're hitting sticks. Puck gets deep. Markstrom to play it. Devils have it. Throwing it out. Cross neutral. Little bit of contact right there, and the puck heads back the other way. Devils into the zone. Chatfield flipping the puck over to the high wall. Devils keep it in. Shot off of Kochetkov. Goes up to the high board. Still in. Tried to squeeze a little cute little pass down the line. Not the best decision, but it didn't. It takes him out of the zone, but I guess there were worse calls. Canes out of their own zone. Under pressure. Devils are going to take it back. Big hit in the middle right there. Just right on the numbers in the open ice. Sent Holla down hard. Dude, Holla thought he was going right into the zone and just got checked. I mean, he went face first into the ice. That was great. Carolina gets the face-off from the low wall towards the net. Markstrom fights it off. Devils into neutral. Bratt gets it up high across the zone. Big shot. Stopped by the glove of Kochetkov. And Aho dumps it into the Devil zone. Cotter, cross neutral, trying to get it deep. And offsides as him spinning around to the backside. Ended up drawing the penalty, or the offside. So, 7:30, super late game. Again, after this, Capitals, Canadiens. It says 3:30. It's going to start after this because it's on all the same feeds. All games are today. So after this game, we'll start up the Capitals Canadiens game, and then 6:30 we go to Kings and the Oilers. And then tomorrow it's nice and easy, only 2 games. Lightning Panthers at 4 o'clock and Avalanche Stars at 6:30. The Devils able to keep the puck in the Carolina zone. Finally, the Canes able to leave. And puck headed back out. Paul Cotter, man, I wish he would have done just a little bit better in Vegas. I really enjoyed watching him play in Vegas. He didn't have enough consistency, enough production. Devils from their own zone. Taking the high wall in, dumped from the red line. Orlov tries to get it up the wall. He does enough. Carolina's going to send it deep. Stankoven on Dumoulin. Jankowski battling with Nemec. Oh, we are just getting guys going at it. I love it. Yeah, I guess we're not doing phrasing anymore. All right, we got an offsides. Face off to neutral zone. 6:15 to go in the third. 3-2 Carolina. Canes leading the shots 23-21. Gotta see. So again, anything could happen, but if they go empty net, I see Carolina hitting it. They've kind of already started dumping pucks from the blue line at Markstrom and hitting them or hitting the net. So they're figuring out their aim. Carolina gets it deep around the net. Puck up to the low point. Shot from Slavin. Hits bodies out front. It buckled somebody. Markstrom almost turns it over. Are they calling it a goal? They are calling it a goal. Carolina goes up 5:46. They are reviewing it. So we're going to hold off for a moment. I'll put it up on the board, but we're holding off. They are looking at it. Markstrom's complaining. I thought there was a lot of contact. Let's see. Carolina keeps it in. Markstrom goes behind the net to play it. Gets back in the net. No, that should be a good goal. That is 100% a good goal because that first touch is what gets it through his legs. That is a good goal. Scoring for the Carolina Hurricanes, Jordan Martinook. Oh, forgot that. Forgot to click off. Puck comes out, New Jersey across neutral. And now again, we did, talking to everybody, it was decided New Jersey was losing this game before a single puck drop. Then it got to be 2-0, and it was New Jersey is losing this game. Then it was 3-0, and it was New Jersey is losing this game. I only said Anderson being taken out changes things up. I did not expect Kachekov to be this solid. Plain and simple. That's on me for misjudging Kachekov because he has been fantastic for the 15 minutes, or to be honest, the 30 minutes he's been in already. Puck goes all the way down, no icing. Markstrom to play it, but they kind of miscommunicated right there. Cotter across the middle. He has a chance, but good sticks by the Canes. Disrupts his cut up the center. And Carolina heads back the other way, dumping it deep. Puck comes up. Slavin across the point. Burns sends it down. Cotter's going to end up kicking it out. Puck dumped deep again to the low corner in the Devils zone. Devils send it around their own net. Back behind their own net. What up, D? All right, Markstrom heading for the bench. This is where I have zero doubt it becomes 5-2. Which, oh, yep, there's the turnover. Five-2 Svechnikov hat trick. Woke up too early. I feel you. I'll say it is a little bit early. It ain't even 4 o'clock. Man, that's just a wild turnover right there. And able to send it in. That was Hamilton just messing up on the pass, man. 3:17 to go in the third, and it looks like we are getting an earlier start to the Capitals Montreal game than a lot of us thought we might. Carolina in their own zone. Working it out. Up the center. Shooting from the dot. Ooh. Caught an edge and put himself down before he hit the boards. That's not a good look. Like crowds leaving. You can hear the disappointment in their mumbles as they go walking off. Shame. So that is 100% gonna ice the game right there. Ugh. Get everything loaded up as we hit the last couple of minutes here. So that we are going to end this stream and start over with the new one. The Washington Montreal game. So for the Caps to win 3-2 after overtime and Edmonton to win 5-4. I like that. I haven't seen if Montembeault is back or not, and to me, that's going to make the difference because Logan Thompson is going to be in net for Washington. So I would say I'm leaning more to like 5-2, maybe even 5-1 Capitals, and with Edmonton, LA, I'm expecting like 6-2 Edmonton. I don't think it'll actually happen. I think it'll be a better game, but I just have this weird feeling. Second game in Edmonton. This is where the Oilers start committing some really nasty penalties and not getting called for it. So no, it's their backup. Okay, so it is Dobis or Dobies or whatever his name is. Thank you, Races. I thought it was. I didn't think Monbo was coming back. I couldn't find anything about it. So yeah, backup versus LT. I'm gonna take LT every time. I expect there to be 12 penalties, 15 penalties. I think Washington is going to beat the ever-loving hell out of Montreal. I don't think Montreal has what it takes to go back-to-back with the energy they brought last game. I just, had the discussion last game. They are too small. Size isn't everything, but when you're spending an entire series thinking that you're going to beat up the Capitals at the size that Montreal is, it is like Montreal is going to run out of gas first. They're going to be sore and tired more than the Capitals. I truly believe that. Most of these guys for the Capitals have been here before. They're fine. The fact that Wilson and Anderson only got $5,000 fines, I agree with it 100%. However, it shouldn't have been any worse. No suspension, nothing like that. I had a different reaction when I saw it, but as I saw it replayed and I saw what led up to it, it was like, nah, never mind. 5,000, perfect. No suspension, no nothing. I expect each team got a warning. I expect each team doesn't give a damn. So this next game should be really, really fun. We got 2 minutes left here, and then like I said, I'm gonna go real quick and get this other stream started. I'm not even gonna walk away from the computer so that we can get right into it. But unfortunately, I do have to end this one, start up the next one without taking y'all with me. So apologies for that, but we will be starting right back up again. Puck gets into the Carolina zone, and you got a glove save from Konchakov. Wish the Devils bring back green in their colors and the Kings bring back purple. I do really like the purple when the Kings rock the purple. That was a good choice. The Devils rocking the green. I can understand why you like it. I can definitely understand. That's why I wish the Knights would wear the retro a lot more. The retro reverse. because we never get to see that jersey. But they got rid of the ugly ass jerseys that said Vegas like diagonally. I'm happy they got rid of those trash things. They got letters and numbers that glow in the dark, and they got the worst design ever for a jersey. All right, icing. 45 seconds to go in the third. And again, 5-2. New Jersey's not coming back, but I just want to be here for the last whistle since we're going to be waiting a few minutes for Washington, Montreal. Let's make sure we get that started. I'm going to take as much time as they say they are taking. So when the game wraps up, and depending on what they say, if they're, 5 extra minutes, 10 extra minutes, I'm going to try and start just before the puck drop. The Lightning Storm, yeah. Lightning Storm jersey. Dude, there are so many jerseys over the years that have been fantastic. So many that are they are dog shit, but I actually found my old Panthers jersey. It's Van Beesbrook from back in, I want to say in the 90s. And it's just like, it's not the multiple layers, multiple pieces. It's basically like a t-shirt with holes in it. Oh, that's Devils playoff hat trick. Yo, as far as I'm concerned, Golden Knights have the best Stanley Cup hat trick at least in 100 years, but that anybody has ever seen that's still alive for sure. Mark Stone getting the first hat trick in the cup clinching game of the finals for the first time since like 1925. All right, Sweets, you're out of here, buddy. Hey, have a good night. Get some sleep. 4 o'clock. I'm not sure what time that is over on your side, but whatever time it is right now, 30 minutes from now, tomorrow. The Ducks OG jersey. Oh, yeah. Races. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Sweet, you take care, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon, man. Get some sleep. And and Races, I said I will be back in a few minutes. Again, I've got to start up a new stream. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now that this is the game has come to an end. So a great win by Carolina. Kochetkov came in and did fantastic. He let up one in 35 minutes-ish of play, 37-ish minutes of play. So he did good. He did what he needed to do, and depending on how Anderson is, Kochetkov may be able to pull this off, which is huge. 5-2 win for Carolina. Pretty much expected that, especially after what happened last time with New Jersey winning in overtime. Figured Carolina would be upset. Didn't think New Jersey had it in them to play that way again, and they didn't. And the stats show it. You look at blocks. They got, 2/3 of the block shots, half of the hits. Got whooped on face-offs. Whole bunch of penalty minutes. It didn't work out for the Devils, man. They did not play the same way. And again, it's hard to keep that energy up. The way that Montreal played, it's hard to keep that energy up. So we'll see if they can, especially against a team like Washington. Tampa, it's hard to keep that energy up. Let's see how they do tomorrow at 4 o'clock. But I am going to end this one. I am going to start up the new stream for Washington at Montreal, and we'll be live in just a few minutes here. Sorry I can't kick you right over there, but refresh, click on the icon, it should take you to it. So, thank you for joining me for that one. Another fun game to watch. We're 2 for 4, getting ready to head into game 3. Okay, hey, let's go Caps, baby. I'm with you. Logan Thompson is back in net, and so screw it. USA, USA, USA. So hope to see you guys on the other side of the restart. But to anybody who doesn't join us, thank you very much for hanging out with me, and definitely hope to see you guys soon. We'll start the new one up in a couple minutes here.